Hey, hopefully you can hear me now. How we doing? We're trying to get some music because this game that I'm playing, that you can hopefully hear me now. I'm trying to get some music on the stream, but the music is not great quality. I need to figure it out for the next stream. It's AHA Unplugged, but it's only like 3 songs because that's all I could be asked putting in the playlist. Who's on? Positivity Bot and Pink Ninja Man. My two favourite folks. I'm just posting that I'm online. I should really do this before I start. But anyway, oops, I also need to do one other thing, don't I? I love this song. How do I get to... So they love to change things on Twitch, don't they? View dashboard, there we go. Just change this to Meteor. There we go. We have another viewer, it's probably me. Sorry, I won't be long on this. One more. Sorry, it's not very riveting TV, is it? Right. So welcome everybody. It's Friday night. What a glorious Friday night it is. I'm on the soft stuff tonight because I just feel tired. So tonight we're playing a really glorious game called Meteor. This game is 41 years old. Which is a bit scary, really. It's probably it's younger than me, just, and it's probably in better shape though. Not as many bits wrong with it as me. And I thought we'd just stream this. It's a bit different. Nothing too flash. It's very focused on really simple gameplay. Reminds TNA and this kind of, to me, feel like two peas in a pod. Although TNA is a bit more modern, a bit more up to date, but still very similar. I just need to figure out how to manage with this microphone. I'm wondering if I should do this. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Let me know how the sound and video is. It's a bit dark, so I didn't really want to put my the big light on. I'm trying to get into the stream chat. Hey, how are you, man? How's it going, James? Sorry, I'm just a bit disorganized. I was going to put my mic there, but it's just the cable's then going to piss me off. So I'm moving it back here. Let me just do one thing. Alexa, turn on the pinball machines. It just kind of gives a bit of light to the place. Yeah, I have a stuck drop target on the shadow that I haven't figured out how to fix. The reason I've turned them on is because the light will kind of give me a bit of light, basically. You want the big light on or you want the big light off? Okay, let's try and let's put it on. 1 second. When I put the light on, it oversaturated it a little bit. Let's try it again. This is the big light. It is quite cool. It took me a while to make sure that the ratings of the fuses to do that, so it didn't trip anything. I'm still slightly nervous that one day it will trip something. Right, hold on. That ain't gonna work. 1 second. Yeah, I'm not very organised, folks. Sorry about that. Let me do this. Right, light. Here we go. The other problem with this is I haven't got round to sticking proper glass in it, so you get a lot of glare with the light. The light just doesn't want to freaking stay up. That's the other problem. Hold on. I have ordered a new stand for my light. Weirdest elevator music yet. It's not elevator music, mate. It's Aha, unplugged. Thought we'd play it for Tim especially. He's an 80s kid. Is it these guys 80s? I can never remember. Jesus Christ, this light will not stay up. Hold on. There's a neck to it. And I'm not necking it. Ah, James, you heathen man. What do you listen to? Little Mix. Forever now you will be known as James Little Mix Adams. I'm going to update all your entries on IFPA. Come on, light, don't... Hold on. I don't know why this is doing this, because it should... This is the other reason why I don't want to use the light, because the bloody thing won't stand up. Hang on. I'll have one more try at this. Well, it's leaning against the machine. How's that? Is that any better? Yeah, see? Now you'll see how overexposed it is. Hold on.
See the madman in your gaze.
Shut up. Exposure. How's that? Yeah, it's just a bit... Hold on. It ain't working, folks. Let me try a couple of things. Lower the centre of gravity a bit. Tighten this up, tighten that up, tighten that up. Let's go forward. Well, let's see if that will stand up now. Yay. Okay, how's that? It's blowing out a bit of the screen. Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit. This is why I didn't really want to use it, because right, how's that? That's worse. Biffy Claro. Mate, I tell you what, you could never show your face ever again. Right, so, are you sure about that? So if I turn this off and put the exposure back up, Tim, what do you think? Okay. Fucking hell, man, you make me fuck about with this fucking light.
Ah, the loneliness of the short distance flipper.
Right. The short distance flipper. Right. This is high quality fucking broadcasting here. Oops, I need to make the menu go away.
You are mine now.
How we doing? I ain't fucking touching it again, basically. You've ruined it, James. Ruined it, I tell you. Let's do one thing. I'm just going to put some music. I'm going to put my pinball. I'm going to put my pinball. The music I play when I'm playing pinball is what I'm going to put on. Browse playlists. How do I get to playlists? On this iPhone, playlists. This is going to freak you out because disco is going to... Well, I said I was going to do that, but it doesn't actually come up. Oh, there it is, pinball. Shuffle all. There we go, man. ABBA, what a way to start the night. Here we go. We need like some fucking guitar action. Right, let's play some pinball. Actually, this song was probably out when this game was released. There's probably some flying monkey released by Twitch to sue me for playing music illegally. Right, here we go. Meteor. It's really easy. Take these drops down. Push the bonus. Push this is the bonus up. Hit all the targets at the top except for one, and then hit the spinner over again. That's it. Let me know if the music's too loud and you want me to turn it down. Here we go. Oh, what about that for a house ball? 3,000 points. What the hell? What a save. Right, I want to get that M. Oh, come on. Be kind, rewind. Oh, look at that. Spinner go. Oh, and I stopped it, you idiot. What a glorious game this is, man. And no, Tim, I haven't put any LEDs in it yet, mate, but I am going to. I'm going to put loads of blue LEDs in this to get rid of this kind of yucky yellow colour. Oh, here we go. Don't leave me this way. Right, first game. Right, let me just kill that. Right, more of this. Again, this is what this music is what I listen to when I'm playing pinball. Don't tilt me this way. Oh, come on! So I've got this game. This game is at the fullest kind of gradient that you can have. Basically, I've screwed the legs out as much as they'll go. So it's at about 6.5. Apparently people play it at 7, but they must have special legs, because... Don't houseball me this way! Oh no, the music's gone off. Hey, man, how you doing? The high score on this at the moment is just over 500,000. I need to find out why. My music has stopped. Pasty Smasher, how you doing, man? We're playing an old game called Meteor. He's robbed me of the ball already. Yeah. It was doing this earlier and then it stopped doing it. Hold on. One second, the ball was getting stuck in the chute. There we go. I think that might be because I'm running at such a high right, let's slide this back on and start playing again. At the station. Leave the glass off. It is Stern. Not the Stern, a different Stern. Look, it's Stern Electronics Inc. Yeah, I've got, I do have nice glass to put on this game, but I just haven't got around to it. Right, here we go. Let's start again. Right. If you've not seen the movie The Martian, this song is from The Martian. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to go and see it. It's epic. It's probably on Amazon or Google or some other online streaming. What's the story of the two Sterns? Actually, I actually don't know the story that well. What I do know is Stern acquired Williams and then split up for some reason, and Stern set up a new company called Stern Electronics, and they went bust basically. They started doing Oh no, sorry. This stern became part of Williams, I think, as I recall. And then Gary Stern's dad set up another company that made. Gary Stern was involved in that made kind of re-badged games for existing cabinets. One of them is called Gamatron, which is an epic game by the same guy that designed this, Steve Kirk, based on Space 2000. Anyway, they went bust, and then they set up Data East with help from the Japanese company Data East, which then became Sega, which then became Stern. I don't know what happened with. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this Stern Electronics Inc. and Williams merged, or Gary Stern's dad bought Williams, or bought 50% of Williams. I think. I don't know. I need to study that entomology. I actually had no idea that there was these older Stern games until I went to Pinburg, because there's very few of these around. Very few of these around, so that's not a bad, decent score, 295. So and yes, there is. You can roll this game score-wise, but there is a mod to add another digit, which I'm going to do to it. I'm going to change the orange displays. They're actually new displays, which is a shame. I want to change them to blue ones though, and put a bit of blue LED in. It's going to look awesome. Basically, yeah, it's just this is literally just a spinner game, but it's actually Bone's got a decent. Okay, here we go. Bone's got I think the spring on the latch for letting the ball out needs adjusting. But I've been after one of these for 2 years. I played one there was one in the in Pinburg. I loved it. Tried to find one, couldn't find one. And then Lee Riley on the forum found one, asked me if I wanted it. I paid top dollar for it, but it's such a great looking machine. All the boards in the back, except for the soundboard, are new. The displays are new. The flippers have been rebuilt. The power board's new. I mean, I'm saying it's 41 years old. I think just the playfield and some of the bits are. But it's really hard to get parts for these. The back glasses are impossible to get now. The playfields you can't get. So this one has been touched up. There's some touch up around here, some touch up around here, but it's in pretty rude health. Touch up here. Yeah, it came from Holland, I believe. Well, it's got guilders on it, so I'm assuming it came from, like, the coin says 1 guilder, which I think's Holland, isn't it? Isn't that Holland? Was it guilders in Holland? They're all on that crack cocaine called euros now, but yes. There is a really bad bug in this game where the game will lock up. Actually, you've got to like do something with a rocket. You're going to be adding points to the rocket and lose the ball in a certain way, and it will crash. Basically. What I should have really is a camera on the drop targets for Meteor. So basically, as you hit those Meteor drop targets at the top. I'll do that for next time. You'll see that they match what your spinner score is. So you try not to hit them all down because that resets it and you get less points. But you want to get there's two that are worth 600. Sorry, 6,000. No, there's two that are worth 600, and the rest are worth 200. So you really want to get the 600 ones, which I didn't do, which I've now reset it. So I'm going to try and get which are the 2 pink lights. As you can see why I've got music running now, or I had music running, but I don't know why it stopped. I'm going to look at it in a minute. Right, let's hit the spinner! Woo-hoo-hoo! Boom! I love spinner games. There's another guy on Twitch that streams this game. I can't remember his name though. He's got a nice looking machine. The spinner needs a bit of adjusting. The switch isn't as slick as I want it to be. I had to bodge it a little bit. Oh, lose the ball. Yeah, this sounds okay, James, until you've heard it for like 20 minutes, and then that noise like starts to grate you big time, man. I'll finish this game. I'll put some more tunes on. Right, see, I've got the perfect setup for the spinner now. Oh, nearly blew it though. Did blow it. See, the spinner's trying to reset everything. You got these two lights down here. Spot meteor time means it spots your targets. If you only got one left, you have to go start again. Oh, and that here initially spots your meteor target, but then has a whole bunch of other things like an extra ball. I got a match. Woohoo! Right, let's keep going. A lot of lurkers on tonight. Say hello, lurkers. We don't bite, honest. This is an old game, Meteor, from the 70s, where before LEDs were invented. Well, they were actually not before LEDs were invented. That's not quite true, actually, because they had been invented. They just weren't before blue LEDs were invented. That's true, because it was the blue LED that made a white LED. No blue, no white, and that's the invention of the blue LED is what has transformed lighting in the world and given Tim something to moan about. Boom. If it's supposed to target, is there a release for the targets then? It drops up top. Yes, so if it spots your target, it'll drop it down, but your goal is to have as many of them down, but except one to jack up, to push the score on the spinner up. So if you only got one left, you hit the last one, it raises them all up, but the spinner score goes down, so you got to start again. I usually leave two. So I've got all the yellow ones there. You really want the pink dots to be lit. So these games really do help you with flip pinball skills massively. Whoa, boom! So you've also got this kind of rocket thing here, which is kind of like bonus, but not quite. This game doesn't really do bonus. Well, it does, but it's a bit different to other games. Boom, boom. So yeah, that was quite a good spin. I only had one light lit, so the score's limited. So I had two good spins there, but with a limited score. So the other drop targets do this kind of rocket thing. Oh, I meant to hit that. So you can see I'm pushing the rocket up. That's what's driving the sound up. Ah. I have to say, James, I've never really taken a drop target mech down. But yeah, it's kind of like a bally one. We could be on for a high score here, folks. Maybe not. Bollocks. Pinball, I must have played, after Pinball finished, I must have played this for like about an hour. Oh, is it going to be a new high score? Maybe. Woohoo, new high score. 3 free games. Fantastic. 561. And then it displays, you can't see this, but basically the high score gets displayed on the 4 displays. And I got, no, I didn't get a match. One downside of this game is there's no free play, so I have to keep kind of putting credits in. So getting a new high score gave me 3 credits, which is helpful because there's only 26 left. There is no way to turn free play on this game, which is a bit annoying. It had me confused for a while when I first got it, actually. Oh, there we go, boom. Oh, and for a big spinner I hit there and completely got it wrong. The other thing is it's got a mid post, which you I'm not a fan of them because I forget they're there, and I usually lose the ball more than save it with them. But collect all rockets. I'm not quite sure what that means actually. The light here is on the outline says collect all rockets. I actually think the outline switch here might be faulty. So I went through that outline, spotted me a target and reset them at the top. Ow. I'm just trying to see if you can tell which one's not. So it's probably not so easy on the screen. I just realised that on the screen it's probably not easy to tell, but the drop target's at the top. The first one and the last one, so the M and the R of the drop target spells Meteor. The first one is worth 6,000 points when you drop it, and the top one is worth 6,000 points. The rest are worth 2,000, but on the spinner, the top and the bottom one are worth 600 points, and the rest are worth 200. So you always want to try and get the M and the R down, and then maybe the E and the O, and leave the T and the E up, and then just whack the spinner basically. Hey Nate, how you doing, man? We're playing rockets are just your bonus counts, aren't they? Hello Paul, man, good to see you. Kevin, hi, this is Meteor. We're playing Stern's Meteor. It's a pinball game. If don't know if you're into pinball, Kevin, let us know. Cool mate, it's Friday night, isn't it? It's good to see you. And Paul, no, I didn't think it was bonus. I thought the rockets were set down by the drop the drop targets. Yeah, okay, you're right. The drop targets load the bonus. You're right. Sorry. And then you collect it when you lose the ball. Basically, there's also a 2x, 3x. There's a 1x, 2x, 4x multiplier on the bonus. Play some more Meteor. Ooh. This is my oldest game in my collection, and if I had more space, I'd probably go and collect all of Steve Kirk's games because I think they're very good. Space 2000 is freaking awesome. There's a bunch of other games he's done. I don't know them that well, but when I'm at a pinball event, I'll go looking for Steve Kirk games because they're so rare here in the UK. You just barely see them here. I just picked up a. I don't think it's by Steve Kirk. I don't know who it's by. What was it called? Embryon. Kind of similar era. Oh, lost the ball. Yeah, I think these games are. I think they're really. I mean, until I went to Pinball, mate, I'd never heard of this game, and it was in one of my banks, and I'd never played a game like this. I'll be honest with you. It was kind of one of my early first games in Pinball, and I just thought. Take them off. I just thought it was just so simple but great gameplay. So after the Pinball finished, I played it for I kept going back to play it, and I thought I've got to get one of these. It took me 2 years to find one. There's just none of them over in the UK. There's a few of them in the UK, but they're all kind of stuck with people who don't want to sell them. So this came from, I think this came from Holland. Thanks to Lee, who found it for me. I'm very happy. Although, as I said, I did probably pay well over what it's worth, but I'm not that worried about that. It's in such great condition. The back glass is good. The playfield's got a couple of touch-ups on it, but you kind of expect that for a game this age. Yeah, Flight 2K is epic, and Stargazer, I like that as well, and Stars. Yeah, they're all brilliant games. Stars is hard though. I found that a really hard game. Flight 2000, I love how you kind of... It's like a pipeline of shots to get to multi-ball. I really like that. I've never... no, I managed it once. And I don't know if you saw it, Nate. I can't remember. You were if you're at TPF, but... They had a Galvatron, which is like a Space 2000 remake for a. You stick it in a normal size cab. It was awesome. It's so much faster because Space 2000's a wide body game. They had two of them. Gamatron, sorry, not Galvatron. Galvatron's the Transformer. They had two of them at. TPF. Oh, here we go. And it was awesome. I never even knew they did a non-wide body version of it. But I played that for quite a lot. My wife's like, don't you want to play something else? I'm like, nope, I'm going to stay here and play this. Are you going to Expo, by the way, mate? Probably not. I'm going because I happen to be in the US for work the following week, so I'm just flying out a bit earlier to pick it up. I don't think it'll be that brilliant a show, but it's supposed to be different because we've got a new guy running it. By the way, Paul, I noticed you've been looking at Match Play, the software, I guess for the NLP, but you decided to use the Never Drain stuff. Was there a reason for that? Just wondering. So the guys at oh, excellent. Well, I'll see you there, man. That's great news. I haven't really looked at who's gone. Actually, I haven't even bought a ticket. I need to buy a ticket. I booked the hotel and I booked the flights. To be honest, the reason I want to go is I just loved that Stern factory tour. Whoa. It was pretty cool. Bit of a sticky flipper there. Plus it looks like that's where they're going to unveil Monster Bash. I'll put it this way, if they don't have it ready from Expo, I think they'll have gone bust by the time they get it out. I did offer to stream it for them if they were releasing it at Expo. Not that I've got any chance of doing that, but you never know. Ah, okay. Yeah, you never know, man. Well, if Doug Score was there, he probably would have been up for it, because I've got quite. I know him quite well, but now he's working at Stern, which was a bit of a shock. I basically took Doug on a bit of a drive when he was in London for. It's kind of weird. I saw him like at about 4 or 5 shows in quick succession, and one of them was IAPA in Florida. He was there, and his stand at the time we were there, it was quite quiet. It's a really good chat. He's a really nice guy. Right, let's keep going. Actually, let me fix the music because the Meteor drone is starting to get to me. I don't know why this has stopped playing. Cancel. Unable to play because the connection to my phone was lost. How can the connections in my phone be lost? ABBA! Let's do something different. No, something different. Something different. Something different. No. Hold on. Sorry folks, I'm just... Oh, there we go. AC/DC. Bound to get me banned from Twitch. This is my playlist when I'm playing pinball. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, nearly got Lazarus there and blew it. Oh, awesome, man. I didn't know you'd ordered one, dude. Sorry. Such a great game. In fact, mine is there. TNA just rocks, man. It's like it's this sort of game. Although the only thing TNA, I wish TNA had a bit more on the spinner. It doesn't use the spinner enough. It's not a big issue, but I like spinner games. I love TNA. Everyone's like, don't you get bored of it? Nope. How long does it last? It'll last me freaking forever. But then you just do the same thing over and over again. Yep. So you get bored? Nope. Isn't it easy? Nope. What about the music? The music fucking rocks! It's such a good game. It's not for everyone, probably, but I love it. My electric light. Ready? I'll end up breaking that and gassing myself. Oh. Did you buy the TNA new name, or find it nearly new? Right, 335. That's rubbish. I'm gonna try and roll it tonight. The only thing I really wish Scott would do with TNA is put the scores on the screen. Because then you can stream TNA with two cameras rather than 3. I'm trying to get the scores from these LED displays like this one. Actually, this one's not too bad. I'm trying to get the score from TNA with a camera. It's a freaking nightmare, honestly. And you can get the screen, so I got the screen on HDMI in, but the scores aren't on the screen till the end of the game. So I keep trying to encourage them to put the scores in the on the screen, or have a mode like a streamer's mode where the scores not there all the time, but if you're streaming, it just puts the score at the bottom of the screen of the current player or something. It make life so much easier for streaming that game. It's like when I stream AF Attack from Mars. Now I've got the HDMI in there, I just need two cameras and I can leave it wired up all the time. I don't know what's going on with this sound. It's driving me nuts. Sonos is, if you run a big network, a big home network, Sonos can be a real pain in the ass because it's got a load of spanning tree stuff in it. 301, awesome. Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it's not impossible. But it's just setting it up. It's just fiddly, Whereas at least with a DMD game, you can kind of point the camera and you're done. I found that was a glorious house ball there. That I should have flipped, but anyway. Right, that was rubbish too. Let's find out. Hold on, let me just put something on that's... There we go. One of the skills I've started to get now is hold the flipper up, catch ball. Yes, a drop catch, James. A drop catch and a live catch are two essential skills of pinball. I have to say, I'm very bad at as well. It's not something that I think of naturally, but occasionally I remember to do it. I can tell the difference between a good pinball day and a bad pinball day because it's dependent on how well I'm catching the ball. If I'm not catching the ball well, I might as well go home. But last week I had a really bad pinball day. I felt like killing myself. I got 100 million on AFM. I'm like, are you kidding me on? It's just one of those days where nothing went right. But then I played Space Invaders. Oh, you played Bally Space Invaders? What a game that is! Wow, that's such a fucking cool game. It's got all the Space Invader sounds, but it's such a good game. It's kind of from this sort of era, but it's huge, unfortunately. That's the only downside to it. It's like yay big. It's a fucking glorious game though, Nate, man. I love it. So I got a really good score on that. Like, people were like, holy shit, how did you get that score? And to be honest, I didn't really think I'd done anything that special, but it was like the second best score of the competition that day. But 100 million on AFM was like, fucking what? I think if you just plunge the ball, you get more. Come on. You can see I'm losing the ball at the island because I've got this quite steep. Yeah, that's a drop catch. There's two types of catches in pinball. You got drop catch and live catch. Drop catch where the ball comes down and you drop the flipper to almost like that, but not quite. Let's try that again. Wasn't really the right type of ball. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom. Ah, bollocks. I really like Space Invaders. I've said I saw it a few times and never really fancied it, but it's a great thing about it. That was a shocking game. It's a great thing about competitions. It makes you play games that you might look at and think, I don't fancy that. You know, it's like judge a book by its cover. I'm pretty bad at that. Oh, what a save! Right, kick the ball out! Ah! Here we go. See, I barely got anything on hitting that spinner there. Oh, lovely. So I've got a bit of trivia. This game was, I think, I don't know if it was officially licensed, but it was out at the same time as a movie called Meteor, which was a really crap movie that had Sean Connery of James Bond fame in it. And James Bond was my grandmother's milkman in Edinburgh. Sorry, not James Bond. Sean Connery was my grandmother's milkman in Edinburgh, and I may have bored you with this story before. In fact, I probably have. But he got the keys to the city of Edinburgh, and he basically got someone to research who was still around that he knew from his milk round. And my gran was still around, so she got invited to the ceremony and got to sit with him. I thought it was pretty cool of him, actually. He must be getting on a bit. Oh, boom. Oh. Yeah, James, I'll sort that out this week. It's in my garage and it's behind a load of shit that I've been gradually getting out. But I'll definitely do it this weekend because I've actually got a bit of time. And actually, if I don't do it this weekend, it'll be like a month because we got the tournament next week, and then it's my wedding anniversary, and then I've got a lot of travelling to the US, and I'm kind of out till the latter half of October. So if I don't do it, lovely, lovely. I do love the effects on this game. That drone gets a bit annoying, but the rest of it's fucking awesome. I need to put up that. I don't know if I can improve them any. Oops! Shoot again! I got an extra ball. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Yeah, it's just nuts, but it's really good that he looked everyone up locally that he knew. You know, something he didn't have to do, but he did. Where are we, score-wise? Oh, new high score, kick ass. Right. This is where I get a house ball right away. Yay! No bonus, so just nudged it up a little bit. Right, let's see if I can. I'm going to decide on the day if I'm going to stream from it, James. It will just depend on how organised I am. I'm hoping to. I'll definitely stream in round 2 when it's here because it's kind of set up. But Paul's place is a bit tight on space, so we'll see how. I'm going to have my gear with me. If it looks good to do it, I'll do it. I'll stick it on one machine and just leave it running. We're running for those of you that don't for those of you that don't know, we've got kind of a local league that I'm running here in London South East called Funball. It's HTTP playpinball.uk. Actually, round 1's fully booked and the rest of the rounds are looking pretty tight, and it's all looking very good, and I'm really looking forward to doing it and running my first tournament. Slightly worried about it as well, but I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that can go wrong? But I'm giving up on trying to play from my iPhone. I'm going to try and play from Apple Music. My Sonos. Here we go. Browse, here we go. On this iPhone, no. Apple Music, let's have a look for something. Oh, here we go. What is this? Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to give you a musical treat. This is the James Taylor Quartet, an acid jazz band. And this guy plays the Hammond organ and plays it amazingly. If you ever get a chance to see James Taylor Quartet, do it. In fact, Google it. Go on YouTube. He does the theme tune to Starsky and Hutch. It's just amazing. Here we go. Right. Yeah, it's looking. So I've ran using that match play software. I've kind of ran a few trial tournaments just to see how long it would last. I think the time's going to be tight, and I think Paul's pinball room's going to be tight for 36 players, but we'll figure it out. But I'm really looking forward to it. It should be good fun. It's not like a heavy kind of European Championship type tournament. It's kind of relaxed, chatting to folks, having a good time, a few beers. Life is good. That's what the aim of it is. Right. Here we go. Oh, that was a downer. See that? So James, if you want to learn how to do catches, the best game to learn how to do that, in my view, is Attack from Mars. You got the scoop firing the ball at you. You've got quite an open play field. It's a really good game to learn how to live catch. I've drop catch, but excuse me, you should check out a video called Pinball 101. kind of explains the technique, and then just watch when people use it, because with the angle of the ball depends on whether you live catch, you drop catch, or you dead bounce, or whatever it is, and it starts to become second nature. But I always forget about catches. I try and whack the ball away rather than get control of it. Usually when I'm tired. And I don't know if you noticed, but they put the Pinburg IFPA points in. And I'm a bit hacked off that I did worse this year than last year, but well, I'm not surprised, but I'm still pissed off about it. Hi Meteor, yes, MJR Peanut, how are you? MJR8 Peanut. Yes, this is Meteor Pinball, welcome mate. I played a little bit of Darwin James. I played a lot of it this week because I'm trying to understand it for the tournament, because Paul's got one sitting next to this game. I think I know what you need to do on it. It's just quite a tough game. The other thing is I keep getting the ball stuck in weird places, which is fucking irritating. I've had to have the glass off on it quite often, and it just kind of puts you off playing. I need to spend a bit of time. I've got Martin who looks after my games for me. He's a pinball tech down here in the south. He hasn't seen it since I got it, because I've been away, he's been away, but he's hopefully coming next week to kind of tweak it and make sure it's all running great. I got Cliffies, the Cliffies that come on it from the JJP ones that they were shipping for a while. They're shocking, man. They really are bad. Out of the phone, the ball literally launches out onto the wireframe, so I want to get all that off. I don't know if I rate it. I'll be honest with you, when I first played it I hated the game, and I've kind of it's kind of an acquired taste. The reason I got it was because in the US, and Nate probably knows this more than me, but it's in a lot of tournaments in the US, and if you don't know how to play it, you struggle. So I missed out on a finals place at New York Pinball Festival because of Dialed In. I just didn't know how to. I played it for like a really long game, but my score was rubbish. I just couldn't figure out how to get a big score on it. In fact, I'm not even sure I've figured that out yet, but it's a game. I got it because I want to learn how the game is. I'm not sure whether I'll keep it, if I'm honest with you. At this point, I don't think so, but we'll see. I think it's easily Jersey Jack's best game. Hello Kirk, how you doing mate? It's good to see you. Yeah, that is also true mate. I am as you put it, poo. We're playing a bit of old school Meteor. She's got the right kind of speed level for an old geezer like me. Even then it's too fast. I've not really been a big fan of Jersey Jack's games. I think they're nice looking games, but I find it hard to gel with them. Wizard of Oz, nah, just doesn't work for me. Hobbit, I just want to kill myself when I play that game. Dialed In, yeah, I can live with it. Pirates, I initially really liked that when I first played it. The more I played it, nah, just wasn't gelling for me. That was a terrible game. I'm running out of credits. This game has no free play mode, so you have to put credits in it, and it only takes guilders, and there ain't a lot of them around. Luckily I've got the key. Come on. No, boom. Damn it. Boom. No, this game, I've got to tilt super tight. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. It does feel like kind of, the call-outs and the music just seem to drone on me. I don't know. It's one of those games. It's hard to like it. I'm not a big fan of Pat Lawler games anyway. The only game of Pat Lawler that I like is Earthshaker, which is a great game, and one that's in the Funball tournament. I'm quite looking forward to playing that. So I usually do alright on it. Hey, did you see the Pinball FX new? Did you see the games with the monsters and stuff on it? That's quite cool. I quite like that. I know the purists are having, but I think it's quite a good thing to do. They've put kind of characters into like Medieval Madness to make it a bit more interactive looking. I think it works well. I still think you need an iOS version though. It'd be nice for me. It'd be really nice because I play a lot of pinball arcade on planes and stuff. So having to get a laptop out. We'll see what the Switch version's like, but just another thing to carry. Whoa. Here we go, man. The bonus is cranking up. 427,000. Can't believe I haven't rolled this yet. Oh, come on. Alexa, turn off the pinball clock. Alexa, turn on the pinball clock. You can't see it, but I've got one of those DMT clocks, but I've got on auto off after like 8 hours or something, but I've been in here all day. I love the pinball clock, it's so cool. Such a great idea. Come on. Yeah, I'm not a big. I like some video games, but I'm not a big pinball. I tend to agree, Kurt. Pinball on consoles and stuff is shit. The only game I think, the one game I think that Pinball Arcade did a reasonable job on was Stern Star Trek on Pinball Arcade. It's actually it's playable. A lot of the games you just can't play them because you need to flip so hard or you just can't get a feel for the ball. But that game, I thought they did a reasonable job of it. Ah, come on. Oh, that was rubbish, man. Ah. I don't think it'll do anything. It'll probably enhance the V-pin market, I would say, James. But those V-pins are terrible. I don't know what... Sorry, man. I don't know how anyone can play them. I just think that I just think they give people potentially give people a bad impression of pinball. Right, here we go. Come on. No. Shoot again, I got an extra ball. That's probably wise, because I've only got like 3 points. Ah! That was shit. Cheers, Kurt, man. Have a nice one. And Kurt, listen, if you want me to help you with that Wi-Fi stuff, let me know, man. Happy to help. I'll come up and help you sort it out. You do the physical stuff, like be the cable monkey, and I'll just do the config. It's not difficult, but there are a couple of gotchas. Plus, I've got a lot of testing gear that I can use to make sure the signal's going in the right direction. Let me know. Yeah, I mean, I was tempted to get a V-pin as a way of kind of getting more games, but I decided to build a shed instead. I did try. I mean, some of the festivals, they got the V-pin folks are there, and they had some really expensive games. I did play them, thinking, oh, maybe I'll be good, and just none of them felt good. Martin Yap's got one. Oh. Here we go, right. Can he hit it? Oh, he misses! Fucking hell. Right, let's play again. I'll probably have a couple more games and knock it on the head, because I'm absolutely shattered this week. It's been a hell of a week at work. Plus, you can really only play about an hour of this game, and then you've kind of had enough of it. As much as I love it, it's the same with TNA. Sometimes, you know, I can play an hour of it every day, but I couldn't play 2 hours of it every day. If that makes sense. For me, I think it's a lack of feedback. It's also hard to really know, like if you're doing catches, I find it hard to know when it hit the flipper. Oh. Somewhere in this playlist there's a bunch of live stuff. to save. No! You can see how shit I'm playing because I'm tired. Nate, thanks for joining, man. So I didn't see you pop off there. And I'll see you in Chicago, man. It's going to be great to catch up. In case you're wondering, this is a pinball game called Meteor. It's a very old game, it's 41 years old. It's by Steve Kirk, who's quite a famous pinball designer, and by Stern Electronics, which is kind of actually, I think now part of now became part of Williams. Isn't linked to Stern directly, other than same people were involved, but very different companies, as I understand it. Someday I'm going to go and research the full entomology of this, but as I understand it, Stern and Williams merged, and this became part of Williams. I think, maybe I'm wrong. James Taylor, the unbelievable player of that Hammond organ. Yeah, I definitely need the spinner to be adjusted a little bit. Sometimes it's just not picking up the scores. Oh, that was alright there. I think when it goes forwards, it's okay. I think when the ball comes in backwards, I don't think it's doing quite as good a job. Oh, rubbish. Yeah, no, but they're I think completely different buildings and factories, and you know, just the name really. I don't know. This is right. 2 more games, and then it's kip time for me, I think. So I didn't react to the ball there. Sometimes the ball's hitting for that centre post. You just gotta be patient. It's risky, very risky, but if you get kind of a rebound off of a centre post, usually it's on a flipper or a flipper close by, it's usually bad news in my experience. Oh, too late. Oh, terrible. Probably not Walking Dead because I've taken all the streaming gear off of it. Oh, excuse me. There was a moment in time where I was going to not stream this and stream Walking Dead. You never know, I might do it. We'll see how I get on tomorrow. I've got to spend a bit of time practicing for the tournament if I get any time tomorrow, so I might put the streaming gear on Star Trek or Ghostbusters, because that's basically the games that Paul's got that I've got are Ghostbusters, Star Trek, dialed in TNA. So I'll probably definitely do some TNA streaming because the camera's all set up.
Right, the next one is a Led Zeppelin cover called Whole Lot of Love.
Here we go. Also need to clean this switch. This flipper switch here keeps sticking. Come on. Oh, boom. Ah. Multi-kill is where the points are, mate. You can rack it up, multi-kill on a mode and a multi-ball with X, boom. I just love multi-kill for the animations on the DMD. I usually lose the ball because I'm trying to see what the animations are. There's one where he kind of kills like 5 people. It's quite cool. Yeah, it is. It's fucking awesome on it. Did you did you have the shaker motor running when you had when you got to Horde? Because it really kicks ass then. And on Siege. Well, I've only ever got Siege once. One of my favourite streams was when I got to Horde. It's on it's on YouTube, but there's a stream where I think I just updated the code to 1.6, and I was playing terribly. I didn't have any good games, and then the last before I just was about to stop, I got one last game that went on for like 15 minutes. And it was a great game, except I tilted out of Horde, unfortunately. But it was fucking awesome. Right, this is the last game, folks. Let's try and make it decent, he says, as he falls asleep at the wheel of a pinball machine. Listen. Awesome. Oh, ball intercepted the spin of the spinner. So in this sort of game, there's a thing called a tap pass, which I'm really bad at. But you can't do a normal kind of post pass, so you need to do this tap pass. That isn't a tap pass, but I got away with it. Ah. Oh, boom, 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 boom. That was lovely. Here we go again. That was lovely. Oh. Yeah, Siege is when you get, if you get 8 prison guards or something, I can't remember. Something like that. It's quite cool, it's worth trying to get to. It's not, I don't think there's a lot of points in it, but it's a nice thing. I mean, my strategy on Walking Dead is keep volleyballs going, get a load of points out of Barn, get a load of points out of multi-ball with Riot, try and get Bloodbath going, and then pick up as many multi-kills as you can get to Horde. I'm not trying for last man standing or siege. And just keep the X going as much as you can. Last ball of the night, folks. What a terrible last ball. Right. Good night, everyone. It's been great to host you. That was Meteor by Stern, a game designed by Steve Kirk. Probably do a bit more streaming this weekend as the gear's up on it. And thanks everyone who joined, James, Skip, Paul, Kirk, and many others that said hello. Thanks very much. Might do some more streaming over the weekend because I've not got a lot on. I'm just going to be practicing for Thumball Round 1. The Pavlov who tilted me at Pavlov Towers, which I'm really looking forward to. So with that in mind, adios amigos, have a nice one.